Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal 42 back with some more Mass Effect 2. Playing Betsy Shepard, our engineer, on hardcore difficulty, not quite insanity. I'm not that much of a masochist. So we've just gotten back from, I think, Freedom's Progress, and discovered that the collectors are basically abducting humans for some reason. Ran into an old friend, and now we've got the new Normandy. It's a bit of a bigger ship. Yeah, it looks really good. I really like it. So first we're going to take a little bit of a tour. So we've got our private terminal here, and we can check out our teammates that we've got so far. Dr. O'Keefe, Archangel, Professor, and a few that we don't know anything about. We don't have any upgrades yet. We've got a lot of unread messages. But first, from Admiral Anderson, on the off chance that the rumors are true, you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. So we'll get to that. And then this is our first DLC, Zaid Masani, who is a mercenary. So we'll be picking him up as soon as we land on Omega shortly. This is Project Firewalker, which we'll be doing that much later in the game. Some people don't really like the hammerhead and everything that goes with that, but actually I kind of like it. But anyway, and then we can go and check out the Normandy crash site just for just to have something to do. Pick up the 20 crew members unaccounted for. So I mean, there were some people that were actually killed, regardless of what Jacob said. Cerberus assault armor, collector rifle and armor, which we're not going to use. I don't know when I got that. Project Overlord, which I find really interesting. We'll do that eventually. Another DLC. I think this is from the collector's edition weapon. And then Kasumi Goto, who is a thief and is actually kind of useful, and I think we'll be using her quite a bit.
For increased tactical control, hold left shift to bring up the power wheel. This pauses the action, giving you time to evaluate the battlefield, target new enemies, or select a power. While an enemy is targeted, highlight a power with the mouse and then press the left mouse button. You can order each squad member to use a power, allowing you to fire up to 3 powers at once. The powers will activate when you release left shift and return to real time.
Huh. I think you get an achievement for watching all of these, but we're not going to. I might do that off time or off screen. And then
Joker
our
would like to
first
see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Yeoman Chambers. Oh yeah, there is. Why not?
After using a power, squad members must wait for their powers
I don't think
to
I've ever
recharge,
actually watched
as
these.
indicated by the power status light. On the power wheel, recharging powers are gray, while powers that are currently unnecessary or ineffective against your target are red. Ammunition powers like cryo or incendiary ammo set weapons to enhanced modes. Unity revives fallen squad members, but requires metagel to use. Many attack powers are guided and can be aimed to hit enemies from specific angles and even around corners.
It's actually kind of funny.
To use powers in real time, drag and drop them to the HUD and assign them to the number keys. You can map your squad members' powers in the same way. Press Q and E to order your henchmen to attack, move to cover, or take a position. Hitting C while in this mode will rally your squad members to you. For maximum tactical effectiveness, use squad member powers and your own in combination.
Yay, I got an achievement. Alright. Or maybe. Well, we'll see.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Oh,
Anything
she's
else?
so bashful.
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
So, Yeoman Chambers, she's actually a semi-romance option for you. You can be really nice to her. She actually gives you pretty good insights into new squad members. And if you kind of get her to be really friendly with you...
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
She will feed your fish.
What are your responsibilities?
Yeah,
I'll keep you
so
notified of
I'll
any
explain that
messages
in a
or
little bit.
appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
That's Commander Shepard?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Yeah, but Cerberus, they're assholes.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
So this is kind of like the first part of like a romance, but we're not
Your
gonna...
trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard.
So
Anything
we'll be
else you'd like to
friendly,
talk about?
but we're not
I
gonna
better go.
get
Okay. Maybe we'll talk
romancy.
later.
Because oh, Betsy, she's a one-woman woman. If you know what I mean. There's the exit. Just getting some.
Primary systems clear.
Ooh, cool. Wow, that animation
I
is
thought my mom
so...
was bad with the backseat driving.
So Shepard, if you mess around in the cockpit too much, you'll...
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I
agree, Joker.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
So you can come up and talk to him between every mission, and he kind of, gives you little insights. And I mean, it's Joker, so first we're going to go up to the captain's cabin and take a tour of our personal quarters. So this we can look in our achievements. Highly trained. Okay, so we did get that. Okay. We've got quite a bit of stuff already. Excellent. Whoops. We even actually have our own head, which is nice. But we can't use the shower, which is kind of a downer. And no towels. So we can check our private terminal up here. Customize our armor. Nice little sitting area. I like that. And it's a little Spartan, but And this is what I was talking about. Once you go to a planet and you can buy some pet fish, you have to come back and manually feed them between every mission or they'll die. Which is kind of a nice little meta thing, but but like I said, if you get in good with Yeoman Chambers, she'll do a lot of that for you, which is kind of cool. So first we'll come back here, and here is the actual armory. So we can kind of go in here and change once we kind of get... Of course, we've got the arc projector now, which is basically like a lightning gun, and I don't really care for it. But we'll keep the... we can't really change anything yet. But this will be where our heavy weapons are displayed. And then all of the guns. So there's the sniper rifle, several sniper rifles, shotgun, assault rifle, shotgun, heavy pistols. Alright, so hey Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
I don't really like you, Jacob, but yeah.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright, I kind of like Jacob. And it's not anything bad about the character. I think he's got a pretty good story arc. It's just his power set and okay, this is where the other guy is, but we can't go there yet. It's just
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs. One link to each world.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yeah, there's... but this is where,
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Yeah. So like I said, it's not that Jacob's a bad person. It's just... his...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, thank you. No, I haven't. Yeah, she still thinks we've not read that. So here comes the kind of the larger deck, the crew deck. So this should look fairly familiar. Ooh, the men's.
Access to life support is restricted. The port observation deck is closed until needed.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they're basically setting aside spots for people.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. See, a lot of these little crew conversations, it's really like you kind of get a bigger sense of what's going on. So
chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical, I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
So that's our first side mission. Yay. Which we'll be getting that. It might be a little while. So Miranda's got a nice little private suite back here. I wonder where Jacob actually sleeps, but whatever.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Not
But those
really.
organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Sketchy.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
See, I don't think that she's really cocky. I know a lot of people really they don't really like Miranda because she does come across as very cocky. But I mean, you have to think about the pressure that she's had
You
to
certainly
live
don't
under.
lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
And she's actually fairly friendly. I mean, so in Mass Effect 1, you could find little codex entries and get experience from that. But you don't get experience like that in Mass Effect 2. It's only mission by mission. So AI core, and then we've seen a lot of this. So.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I always like Dr. Chakwas. She's... I don't know, I guess it's like the nurse in me. It's like, anytime there's like a medical person in a game, it's like, I always kind of gravitate toward them. And she's, like I said before, she's actually a very nice person. So now we're going below decks. Alright, so that's... I'm not really for sure what that area is. We get down there a lot in Mass Effect 2, or Mass Effect 3, I mean. So this is the below decks. So there's like workshops, a little cot. I'm sure that won't be used for anything. Spoilers, it is. Alright.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabbie.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How'd you end up with Cerberus, Gabbie?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how'd you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabbie and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Alright, so now we got 3 short little...
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
So this is the Mass Effect core. Alright, so that is the grand tour of the Normandy. So we'll go back up to the CIC. I love faster loading times on the...
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you. Alright. So you should be kind of used to the galaxy map a little. It's a little bit different. You can actually fly around, which is really cool. We actually start at the end, which is, I think, really cool. Whoops, man, I always hit the wrong button there. So, buy fuel and buy probes. So, part of one thing I never really liked about Mass Effect 2 was the way they handled exploration. It kind of opened it up. Well, let's just hit this one real quick. So, so you kind of start scanning. This is a rich...
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Launching probe. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
So, when you're holding down the scan button, you can see like the scanner kind of going up and down, and when it goes really high, that's usually like really good.
Launching probe.
And this goes a lot faster than it did when the game very first came out.
Probe launched.
And it was horribly slow, and everybody hated it. But you can see the
in research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe away.
Yeah, as you scan and get materials off the planet, the richness kind of goes down. You're never going to get like every little thing. Like it'll say depleted, but you'll still have like these little spots.
Probe launched.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty much it. I'm probably not going to show that very much. Alright, so, I don't think that there's anything in this asteroid belt. Yeah. So we're not like super in need of materials right now, so as you can see, the percent of exploration is going up. Alright, so now we're at 100%, so we explored everything in here. And then you can also hit the edge of the system, and then you can fly to other areas. And that takes fuel. But yeah, we'll kind of come back to that. So let's go on and land on Omega. Alright, built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall the time that there was ever one. So there's 7.8 million people living on this humongous space station. Taking a drink. So this will be the first time we load into Omega, and it should be a fairly large load. But like I said, I've never played this on PC, so and my PC's a little bit more advanced than what it was designed for. So we'll add our 2 people here. Gosh, he just doesn't have a lot. I mean, Bull just is so situational. Incendiary ammo is okay, but yeah. Oh gosh.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
So, even though this this place is huge, it's not really that horribly big. So.
Please.
Shut it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement?
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Absolutely. Alright, there we go. So, what I'm going to do... Alright. That's about 40 minutes, I think. So, oh, that lighting is terrible for your complexion. Well, that's not much better. Anyway. Oh, that's terrifying. Anyway. But, that's our episode 3, I think. And, hope you enjoyed the tour of the Normandy and getting to meet everybody. And we will move on to, that's a beautiful backdrop there of the Normandy. And we'll move on to recruiting our scientist Solarian in the next episode. And I hope you guys have stuck with me so far, and I'm really enjoying doing this Let's Play with you all. It's a game that I really, really love, and I hope you love watching me play it. So I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.